I need y'all to master my perception right now, cause we got a long one. We got a long one today. You might as well strap in. The topic of discussion is MGTOW, men going their own way, aka the manosphere, aka red pill. And before I even touch on that, right? Before I get my opinion, my thoughts on that, I want to say what angers most women about that whole movement is the fact that the message ain't for women. It's not everything they talk about is not to include women. Like they're not talking to women. They're not trying to debate women. They're actually talking to the youth, to the young men who ain't never had their life destroyed by divorce, men who ain't never had their life destroyed by having babies out of wedlock and being confined to child support, or having to take care of another man's kids. Like men who ain't never went through things like that don't even think that a woman would use them, don't even think that a woman would trap them. That's who they speaking to, because it's getting so out of hand. It's getting so many cases of women baiting and switching that men don't know the game, so therefore they falling. And the same men that's actually participating in the movement and they're actually giving their experiences. They're actually showing their work. They're not just saying, "Oh, women ain't that way." They actually giving their insight, their personal insight. So a lot of it is personal experience that they talking about, and they talking to young men, and they doing it because they probably wish. It just seemed like to me, for me on the outside looking in, it it seems like they wish they had somebody that did it for them. It seemed like if they could do it all over again, they would do it a completely different way. They wouldn't, and that's what they trying to tell the young men. This is for men. It ain't even just for young men. It's some men that's grown that don't know about this. And that's because men never clicked up like women did. What I'm noticing is women have a problem with this movement, but they don't understand that they have their own space. They before men even got to this, like 20, 30, 40 years, 50 years, women was already having girls' nights out, clicking up, discussing men and discussing relationships and what they should accept and what they shouldn't accept. They even go as far as, girl, you should leave him. Girl, you don't need that, and such and such and such. And they're actually molding the women around them. That's exactly what the manosphere is. They're actually just sharing. They're actually just giving out info. And not only is they giving out info, they finally connect. It just seemed like they finally collected enough data to where they can back up what they saying. See, women say things, but they don't really collect the data. They don't really collect the numbers on it. They don't really like one thing that's different from the manosphere movement and the strong, independent woman, I don't need no man movement is numbers don't lie. They have facts and statistics. Like when they talk about stuff, they bring up facts and statistics and percentages. Like they got the shit. Women ain't never grouped together and say, okay, men under this making $90,000 or such and such or such and such. Like they ain't never broke it down. So it's really new information to the women, and it's a mirror, it's a reflection of what they thought they knew, but they didn't know they didn't know. So that's the first thing. The first thing is they don't need women's opinion to talk about women. They don't need like The fact that they even allow y'all to debate it, have y'all on the shows and go back and forth with y'all, that's really a courtesy, it seemed like, to y'all, like, because y'all speaking out in outrage or whatever. Like, men don't do that. Men ain't never really combated women groups and actually, oh no, 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 we want to sit down and have a debate. Like, no, we just basically let y'all talk. And whatever y'all say, like, y'all was actually even on, like, the manosphere ain't even on TV shows, ain't even on daytime TV shows. Like, they don't get no claps and round of applauses when they say whatever they talking about. Like, y'all actually was getting media support. Y'all was actually like on TV with it during the daytime. Talking about men ain't this, man, you shouldn't put up with that. And you'll hear the Oprah claps and all that, like the clapping in the background, audience support. Yeah, you're right, you go, girl. Men ain't even in that type of space. Like, we just literally on the internet giving each other data, giving each other examples. Another thing is, which is probably the main thing, is before I even give my opinion on the manosphere, is women don't understand their biology. Like, to break it down to a woman, and I'm talking to the women right now, consider yourself like a vehicle, right? Consider yourself like a car. Every woman, every man is born with a certain amount of gas. And this gas is gas that you just can't go get at a gas station. Like, this ain't gas you can get back. Once you spend this gas, once you use this gas, that's just what it is. Everybody starts at a full tank. And what women don't understand is, just like men hurt from the dynamic of a single parent household, so do women. By the time you make it out of childhood, you done spent a quarter of your gas trying to be a mom, like having to be a mom while there's a mom in the house. Most women usually have to take care of their little brothers, their little sisters, or have to take on responsibilities that they really shouldn't have to do, but they have to do it because they grow up in an environment that is pretty much broken. So they have to spend more gas than they would usually have to if it was a two-parent household. By the time they make it out of childhood, they have to spend more gas to further their learning. Basically, they have to pick a career, they have to go to work, they have to deal with kids, and you got to think they're investing their gas into men that's not really for them. Like, they pick wrong. They invest gas into the wrong men. They invest gas into the wrong people, gas that they can't get back. So once they lose that gas, and once they make it out of relationships and failed shit, and, you know what I'm saying, learning, oh, okay, I picked wrong, they realize now they at a half a tank. So by the time you usually like 2022, you usually at a half a tank of gas. You got kids that require gas, you spending your gas, you got people of interest you're trying to be around, so you're trying to actually be sociable with and all that. That takes gas too. So once you look up and realize you got half a tank of gas, another quarter of that tank got to go into really raising your kids and actually doing the self work to bounce back from making bad decisions by the time you get to that point. So now, once you come out of that stupor and you know exactly what you want, you know exactly how you want to be treated, you still got two kids, whatever, you're at a half a tank of gas. And anybody that has a car understand that once you get to a quarter tank of gas, you're gonna be real cautious of how you spend that gas. You're not even gonna move unless like it has to be worth it now for you to spend that gas. Like, you need gas money up front. Like, you're not even gonna put the gas out to go try to deal with anybody else without making sure that you're going to get that gas in return. You're going to, you know what I'm saying, get some type of benefit out of. So now it's a money hungry gas game that you playing. So now you ain't even really looking for love. You don't really care. You're looking for who can supply me with, like, it got to make sense now. And when you're tight like that with gas, certain things happen. You get irritable. You get fed up easily. You're searching for something that really don't, it should only benefits you. Like, you're not going to waste your gas just to be wasting it. Like, you're going to double check, make sure before you even jump into something. And that's what the manosphere is protecting men from women who are looking to get replenished after they realize, oh shit, I spit too much gas, doing the wrong thing, making bad decisions or whatever. So now I'm looking for a certain type, and they have to fit this and be able to cover my gas. Not only my gas, they got to cover my kids' gas. They got to, you know what I'm saying? And it can't even just be regular gas. Like, you don't even want regular gas. You need premium. Like, that's the bad part about it. There be men out there willing to replenish you and give, but it's going to be regular gas. You don't want regular gas. You want at least mid or better. You want where you think you at or better. So that throws another wrench into the plan. And now men are confused, like, dang, I don't even want none of her gas for real like that. But she needs yours. You feel me? Like, women don't understand that even though we're born with the same amount of gas, men and women, men have a bigger tank. Our bodies are built and designed not only to hold gas better, but to hold more of it, and to we can damn near regenerate our gas. Y'all can't, because once you cross over a certain threshold, especially with having kids, you're continually pumping out. You're gonna have to go places. You're gonna have to do things. So you want a man who can do things, go places, replenish, like, and that's what we're telling young guys. Like, you're not a fit for that because you don't even have what she's looking for. You need to just buy your time, fill your tank up some more, work on making your vehicle better, working on, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even be worried about a woman. Like, that's the message I get from them. And to be honest, women, you really should be thanking the manosphere. Just me, looking at it. Because one thing about them is they're actually bringing numbers and statistics. See, who you listen to usually just give you their feelings, and they're looking for the approval of the crowd. That's why when most women do debates, single debates, or they always say we, or, I just feel like we, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a we. Y'all been a coalition. Y'all are sticking to a sister code. So y'all are really when y'all talk about subjects, y'all really just spitting out what y'all all have agreed on as a group. Therefore, whatever you say has to make sense for the group, or else you can't say it. Like, you can't just admit certain things that go against what the group has agreed on. So for the manosphere to hold up a mirror to y'all with the facts and the statements and the numbers and the statistics to show, they have really done you a service. The only problem with that is certain things you can't come back from. You can't come back from having kids already with people who are not involved, or having kids already and then wanting somebody to invest in you as if you don't have kids. You can't get over or come back from being older than what you are when you was making the mistakes. You made the mistakes at 22. You will never get 22 back again. You're now at 33 prices. You're now at 28 prices. You can't get the price that you got at 22. You can't get treated how you did at 22. 22 is gone. You can't get that back. You're still holding on to a 22 mentality thinking you're going to get treated like a 22-year-old and you got kids. It's just not going to work. What men are telling other men is be cautious of your gas. Don't have no kids. Don't just be spending your gas all irregular. Like, your gas is important because they will take your gas and go put it into something else, i.e. another vehicle. I.e. another vehicle that's not putting gas into them, but they're taking your gas and putting your gas. Like, example, women don't even realize in their mind that they shit is conditional, meaning they will entertain something as long as it benefits them, but they still hold the right to reserve them giving anything back. So they'll entertain you, taking them out to dinner, you giving them some gas, but if they don't like you or they feel like, well, I'm not digging, I'll just take the gas and I'll be cool with it. I ain't got to give them no gas. And that's where y'all are wrong at. If you're not going to don't take the gas, but you need it. See, you need the gas, but you don't want where the gas is coming from. What you really want is some Denzel gas, but Denzel ain't checking for you like that. So you will take some gas you ain't got and go try to offer it to Denzel and act like, here, I'm worth you. Because a woman will treat a regular person different than the person she really wants. The person she really wants, she will show you she wants them. Like, if you're a nobody, a woman will treat you like you're gonna have to come pick her up. You're gonna have to entertain her. You're gonna have to basically make it worth her while. You're gonna have to basically try to convince her. But with like a Chad Tatum or a Channing Tatum or a Denzel Washington or a Michael B. Jordan or, a Future, whatever, nigga, they wouldn't even have to have a car. They wouldn't even have a car. But I bet you they'll go pick up Future. They'll find a way to go pick up Future. They'll find a way to make themselves available to Future. Like, they'll go borrow somebody's car and tell Future, yeah, I'm gonna come pick you up and we can go. You know what I'm saying? So what the manosphere is telling men is, if she really likes you, she will invest her gas off rip. So in order for you not to fuck up your shit and fuck up your potential, you let women come to you. And women don't like that. Women hate coming to a man. They really hate approaching men, because to approach is to give up power, is to really be vulnerable. A woman's natural instinct is to attract. That's why they wear the clothes they wear. That's why they try to smell good, because they like to create openings for the people that they like to talk to them. They don't really like to come up and break the ice. But they don't understand that y'all hold the power now because you want to be equal now. And this is where it really comes down to. The problem the manosphere and women have is women want to be equal. They talk like they want the same things a man. They want to talk how a man talk. They want to have their own how a man has their own shit. They want to be able to be responsible for themselves just like a man does. Like they don't want nobody telling them what to do, when to go, where to come. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with a price. That's what they're not realizing. That equality means that, well, if you want to be considered equal to a man and treated equal to a man, then you're going to have to pay for dinner. Then you're going to have to come tell me you like me. You shouldn't even want me to approach you or whatever, because you eat shit. You don't need nothing. You don't need no man. So why would I approach another person if I'm unsure of them taking it as disrespect? Women cannot have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't be equal and then expect a man to be a man. Like, you're a man too. If you're equal to me, you're a man too. If you want to be in charge of certain things, then you're a man too. You're going to have to hold your, you're going to have to pull up your big girl panties and walk up and say, hey, boy, I like you. What's your number? Let me take you out. If you don't want to do that, then stop saying you want to be equal. That's the real main thing. You can't be equal and want to be taken care of. If you really want to be equal, date down. Date somebody that needs you. You are overpass a man who you think ain't up on this shit, but claim you don't need nothing, you straight, you good. Then fuck with somebody that you can elevate. That'll be too much like right. So to transition to my opinion of the manosphere is, I feel like the manosphere is too good. Like they nice with their message. They're respectable. They might say the harsh truth, but they sugarcoat it. They ain't out here just banging on women talking about, these hoes ain't shit, such and such and such, such and such. Like, they're actually respectful with the delivery of their message. It's just so foreign to women that they take it as disrespect. Like, okay, Kevin Samuels, for example, right? The reason why women hate Kevin Samuels, and really he did y'all a favor because he bridged the gap. The reason why Kevin Samuels is so important is because, one, he has three things that other men does not have, or other men before him did not have when they was delivering this message. And that first thing is he had seniority. He had the age that governed a certain type of respect from anybody. Like, we're all as black people or indigenous people taught to respect our elders, taught to, don't back talk that, because you wouldn't want nobody to talk to your grandpa or your grandma like that. So that type of respect is given off rip. Other men who's not that age, that were young and whatever, they could not get the same entitlement to that certain basic line of respect that a woman would show them. Like, a woman would not show a younger man the same respect they would show the elderly one. And he was right on that cusp of being old. Like, you could see him letting his age show. So he was older. So they had to come a certain way. They had to come, especially them being on camera, they had to come at him a certain way. They couldn't just tear him down by just back talking and certain things, certain courtesies that they wouldn't give younger men. So his message was able to get farther. Second thing is, he had everything women liked. It's hard to really not be affected by a person that has the things that you like. Like, he knew about scented candles. That nigga used to talk about the candle of the night, some some shit like that. The nigga had expensive colognes. He would always have different colognes. Women love colognes. Women love candles. He had the suits, the tailored suits. You know what I'm saying? Like him and his certain dynamic and his age, along with his business background, his business vocabulary, he was able to bridge the gap because it garnished and demanded a certain type of initial respect. You can't just come straight out the door disrespectful because he has certain things to back up that he's not no poo poo, that he's not just out here just talking to be talking. Like he actually got some expensive shit, watches. You seen this, you know what I'm saying? The glasses, like my nigga was sharp. He was cut. He was, you know what I'm saying? So they couldn't really tear him down how they would tear down other men. And that package that you can deliver things in like that really deserves a holiday because really he did us a great. I don't agree with I think there's some flaws with Kevin that I see that, you know what I'm saying, but I can still appreciate his message more than I would point out his flaws. Like honestly, out of respect for him, I'm not even gonna say his flaws or the things I yes I am. Yes I am. Cause I'd be perping if I didn't. One of the flaws I did see about Kevin Samuels is he did have a conditional message. When there was a certain point where he was talking about or bringing up Brittany Renner or what Brittany something, the chick that, you know what I'm saying? And he soft played her to help her image, I think, to probably have sex with her. You know what I'm saying? I think that he treated Brittany a lot different than he treated other women with his messages. I think he was a lot, and I thought that was a slight blemish because I'm like, shit, what we doing? Is it the message or is you just trying to get your rocks out? Like certain things like that. But I can respect the fact that he actually took the time to develop the craft and bring out, he was the first one to really bring out statistics and numbers and percentages and data. So you gotta respect the person that put that type of work ethic into breaking down to women where they're wrong at. Like the man deserves a holiday. I'm not gonna take that from him. Um, my views on the manosphere is they really need to go harder on y'all. Like me, I'm a cop. No, I ain't. I ain't about to say it. I almost said it. I ain't gonna say it. But there's a lot of things like they really don't have to be as nice as they been. They really don't even have to bring women into the fold and debate with them. Like the women, it's like almost like the women are forcing themselves to like they can do that without y'all. They can actually give out the statistics or whatever, but they're actually allowing y'all to not be biased. Like I feel like they're allowing women to have a voice in their space just so they wouldn't appear to be unbiased because they actually showing you that it's really about the statistics and not personal. Like it's not a personal attack against women. It's just a mirror. It's the truth. So when I look at them and I judge them by what is the overall goal of the manosphere. Like that's what I'm paying attention to. That's what I look. So when I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, what is the overall goal? What's the end game? And the end game is really men protect your motherfucking self. It's like it's almost like women don't want men to protect themselves. It's like, why is you giving them the game? And you know what I'm saying? You should just let them fend for themselves. If they get caught, they just get caught. And me, if I'm like, no, nah, we not, nah. Like, men are actually putting men under each other's wings because it has gotten that bad. If it wasn't that bad, men wouldn't even do it. It's not even our nature to get into feelings and talk about relationships and bring up our past and experiences to help you know what I'm saying? Like men usually just put their head down and drive through it. But it's gotten so bad and so many people are getting snagged, and the only people that benefit family, the manosphere is really the proof that families are broken. Like they're showing proof that they lost their kids. They're showing proof that they had to get divorced. They're showing proof that what they were being told was not the truth. And like women are the only ones who are still believing the lie. What women don't understand is we all were tricked. You was tricked. I was tricked. Everybody who went to public school, we all got tricked. They told us the same thing they told y'all. And it turns out it is not healthy. It is not helpful. Like it's destroying us. And the only people that's trying to hold on to this old way of doing shit and old way of being strong and independent and having single parent households and men not picking right is the women. The women are the only beneficiaries of child support. The women are the only beneficiaries of divorce. The women are the only beneficiaries of portraying to be one way and then turning out to be another way, and it works in your favor. And it's getting to the point that it's happened to so many men that men would rather tell their story and prevent the next man from having it happen to them than just shutting the fuck up and letting it ride. Like, the biggest problem I have with trying to even explain this and trying to actually is women know this already. You women know this already. You women can look and see, and the thing is, you don't want to relinquish that control. You don't want to relinquish that image of, no, I'm just all sweet and cupcakes. No, I don't like bad boys. No, I want a man no, I want a man that can speak to me on my emotional side. I want a man that can tap into his sensitivity. His sensitivity. I want a man who will share with me his deepest, darkest. No, you don't. You want a thug. You want a man that don't need you. You want a man that won't listen to your bullshit, will turn you out just straight. Hey, once you get out of pocket, peace. That's what you want. But you trying to hold on to this sister code like you don't have sons. And this the crazy part. You have sons. You don't just have daughters. You cannot teach this lingo. You cannot teach this way of thinking that you hold in your head to your son and expect him to be productive and actually make it and marry a single mother and like, it's almost like if y'all was forced to be women, it would kill you. It's almost like you would rather be the only one sole in control of whether a kid lives or die. You would rather have a baby with this man and then go live with another man or try to be with another man than actually being a family woman. Like, you know what the craziest part about the manosphere is that really women shouldn't even deserve Hold on, I'm about to find this shit. Hold on real quick. I'm about to find this shit. All right. It's like the topic of should you wear makeup or not? Like, makeup is a lie. You know what I'm saying? You don't want a man to lie to you. You don't want a man to act like something and then switch up. But you don't even understand that everything y'all do, your image is a lie to us. Your words are offensive to us. And you want the right to say this shit without repercussion. My point is, if you want to be equal, then you should step up to the plate and actually take control. But you don't want that. You want a man to take it. And in order for a man to take control, he has to be in control, which means you have to relinquish control. If you want to be equal, be equal. Don't complain. Don't complain about men not wanting to take you to Ruth Chris for the first date. Don't complain about getting coffee for the first date. Don't complain about a man ghosting you after setting up plans to go out with you. We equal. Nigga don't owe you shit. You don't owe them shit. So what is this problem with them putting other men on game? Hell, they better than me. I'll tell you that right now, because the way I see it, women, you want this equality so much, then you gonna need to learn how to work that jab. The reason why you really can't even get equality is because if you was to get slapped by anybody, whether it be a man or a woman or a teenager, the first thing you gonna do is get on the phone and call somebody. That right there is against men's code. If a man gets slapped and he calls somebody, he's a bitch. That's why most women get called bitches, because y'all act a certain way, and then when it's time to actually hold up to it, you're gonna call 911. You're gonna, as you should, you're gonna call a man. You're gonna call somebody. Like, you're gonna be hurt, and in your emotions and in your feelings. Like, if you're gonna be equal, then you should be equal with throwing that right hook. Don't pick up no phones, and you know what I'm saying? If you could talk that shit, then you need to. I'm just saying, like, what, like, I'm just saying, like y'all lucky that they be, because what's gonna happen? I'm about to tell you what's gonna happen. Like, what's gonna end up happening is men are going to start a coalition, and that's gonna be the worst thing for y'all, because men work way better in groups than women do. See, y'all done had groups for a long time. Y'all done had girls' night out and little all girl vacations, all that shit for a long time, and really ain't got shit accomplished. Y'all really where y'all started at with the shit, which is fuck these niggas. I don't need no nigga. I don't need no man. Men has really surpassed y'all that fast in the, what, like 2-3 years? Men, you are already starting to notice the difference, that you don't even get approached while you out. You could be at the grocery store. It used to be niggas just walk up, you be like, yeah, yeah, cool, and turn them down and all that. Now men just walk right past you like you not even. You are starting to see it. It's starting to hurt your feelings because they right and it's working. Men follow code way better than one. Women compete with each other more than they get any work done. Like, even though y'all in groups and y'all got this sister code going, y'all really don't like each other because y'all really competing against each other. Two, men can carry way more weight than you. So if we group up and we say, hey, y'all, from here on out, it's gonna be frowned upon if you date a single mothers. Niggas is not gonna do it. Cause they can't show up to the party. As soon as niggas show up with a single, oh nigga, that's you got single mom? Niggas is about to start feeling embarrassed bringing a nab or a nab is a nothing ass B word. And like bringing like a divorced chick with kids to like, bruh, you can't show up with no ratchet shit no more. That's what they don't like. Ratchet shit is now starting to go out the window. You can't be just loud and obnoxious. What's gonna end up start happening is niggas are gonna work out rules amongst themselves to where, hey, since we equal now, I don't care if she your mom, I don't care if she your grandma, I don't care if she gonna have to hold her own. She gonna have to stand on what she say. She gonna have to. You can't get involved in no relationship. If she call you and say, Jonathan, well, listen, y'all equal. You gotta be a big girl and not fuck with nothing ass niggas. You gotta be a good. You gonna have to pick better. Cause I can't risk not being accepted by men no more. See, here in the future, a motherfucker might take up for an unruly and chick that's out of pocket and she's completely in the wrong, and that will diminish him. He come around trying to fight for the honor of a ratchet and they gon' smoke him because she was out. Don't check the nigga, you check the woman. That's what we getting back to. See, it used to be a time where a chick can be out of pocket and it didn't matter. Just don't hit her. Just don't talk to her any kind of way. She's still a woman. Well, y'all are fighting for equality, so a woman is the same. We have women that identify as men now. We have women that literally say, yeah, I was born a man. Have men that say, yeah, I was born a woman. It's going to the place where the shit is gonna be the same shit. So if a man hit you or a woman hit you, it's gonna be all equal. You can't just cry and get somebody to try to fight your battles. Like, you better work that right hook. Better get that shoulder roll. Shit, niggas might start passing laws. See, men put so much work into a project that they will actually get things accomplished. I understand why you're scared. Because things might, now that men have actually shined a light to it, things might actually start changing. Ain't gonna be no more you getting the baby just off rip. As soon as the baby get born, it might start going to the man now. Because they bringing out proof and statistics that, hey, this baby came from me first, came out my nutsack first. I don't care if she held it for 9 months, it's still my property. She's just in possession of it. She has to have authorized use to have a baby of mine. And if I don't authorize it, she has to abort it. It might start switching to that. It might start switching to, 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 Oh, she get the first 9 years of the baby. I get the last 9 years. Men might change these laws completely. We might start voting and signing petitions. It's starting to come to that. It's so much awareness is getting to it. You want to be equal so bad, bang! It works for us. It worked for you. You want to be equal? Ain't no more alimony. You want to leave? Fine, go ahead. You gets nothing. Niggas about to stop even getting married. Y'all really ruin it for the future women. Because women can't stick to code like that. Men will. Men might start making women bend over backwards for the fat chubbiest nigga. He might notice his self-worth and start, hey, you gonna have to bend over backwards, you. And guess what they gonna do? Them options is slipping through you can't trick people no more. You not even admitting that you've been tricked. You know what's really the worst thing about why women really can't be equal to a man? Is because they don't take criticism well. They don't take they can't handle the pressure. If a woman raises a child and she's not able to sustain the child, she's not able to teach the child everything it needs, especially if it's a boy, her excuse will be, I tried the best I can. Men cannot give that excuse. I did the best I could do. Then get the fuck out the way. This shit ain't for you. Then you need to move. Let a man try. Can you imagine being in the army and your private walk up? Well, Sergeant, I did the best I could do. Get the fuck out. You a sorry piece of shit. Like, you can't walk up and say, oh, I did the best I could do. That's all I could do. And nah, bitch, that's insubordinate. You fired. You're no longer, they would tell a man, well, you're no longer in that position no more. If you can't do it, that's fine. I'm glad you told me, but get out the way. Women going to have to start getting the fuck out. You can't handle it. Get out the way. Why do you have that responsibility if you only gonna do the best you can? Any excuse is not good enough. Get the job done. We need the results. Y'all got all the reasons in the world why y'all ain't well, yeah. The reason why most of our children that are from single parent homes are in jail is because it's just so hard out here. We're doing the best then stop having responsibility of the child. If you need child support, give the baby to the person you need child support. Give the baby to him. You're not even satisfied with getting the baby. Like, if it's for the baby, if you want the baby, take the baby. You should not want the baby and or need another party to, well, you helped made this baby, so he's got to kick it. He got to kick me some money, even though I got, but no, they give it to him. If you need help that bad, if you need assistance and all that, and you need him to help make some money and give it to you so you could take care of that baby, give the baby to him. And you just kick some money. You play the role of getting the baby on. You think that something that would affect you wouldn't affect men? It hurts men to only see their kids on the weekends or get them. Like, don't no men want that? If you had to see your kid I'm talking about off rip, like the minute the baby come out, yeah, you get 2 months with it, but after 2 months, it go to the child's father, and every other week you can get them for a few days. Like, bitch, you would lose your mind. Oh, I can't do this without. But you think a man's supposed to just be strong enough to just take it on the chin, huh? Nigga, they love more than you. Men, this is what women don't understand. Men love more and harder than you do. You can never love a baby like a man love a baby. I don't care if you held it for 9 months or not. You know, women have more. Do you know a lot of women have this thing called depression after they have kids? They can get depressing. They can literally give birth to a child and while they holding the child get depressed. Quit comparing y'all love to us. You think it don't tear a man's heart out his motherfucking chest to not have his kids wake up in the same house as him? It do. And to have to pay for the child and to have to put up with the man, what? Y'all got it easy. Y'all better shut the fuck up. Y'all really making it worse and worse for y'all self. Instead of falling in line and accept, you know what it's really like? It's like women will fight for control, fight to be the driver of the car. The government will sit here and say, listen, if you have a baby, right, we will give you a car just for having a baby. And they will go out, find somebody to impregnate them, and make sure they meet all the requirements to get that car. And the requirements would be the man can't be in the car. The requirements would be you have to register the car to us and the babies to us. You have to use our insurance only. You can only eat where we say, like, women will sell us out just for control. That's all men are saying. Men are getting or they are selling us out just to say that they're strong and independent. While how can you be strong and independent and you get assistance? You can't get assistance and be independent. You can't have a dependent and be independent. How you got a baby but you independent? How you got a baby? How you independent but you cry about getting child support? If you got the baby without child support, if you got the baby and the court said, well, no woman, no man here from here on out. If the woman gets custody, no man from here on out has to pay child support. Could you imagine that? Women would lose. Why would they do this? But you get the choice to get abortions. Like, imagine being a man, right? Let's say, because y'all forget our angle. A man is in the car with you. Let's say we driving to Florida from Michigan. We driving to Florida from Michigan, right? A woman will fight to drive the whole way. The drive to Michigan to Florida would be the same thing as raising a kid from 0 to 18 years old. They will want to be in the driver's seat the whole way to Florida and will be falling asleep at the wheel, driving down the highway, falling asleep at the wheel. You like, hey, wake up. You fall asleep. Man, I'm woke. I'm okay. I'm doing this. I got it. Like, bro, you about to crash. No, I ain't about to crash. You just mad because I'm driving and I got to. No, you can't drive. No. And then men finally say, all right, bro, just let me out the car then, because you about to kill us and the kids. Like, kids I love, but I ain't about to sit here in this car and not only deal with her mouth, but be in the car when she crashed too. Nah, hell no. That's what men going their own way is. They saying, bitch, stop the car. I'm getting out. I'm walking my own. Well, walk then. You gonna be a walking there? Oh well, bitch. I'll walk rather than sit in the car while you fall asleep at the wheel. When all you really have to do is shut the fuck up, get in the passenger seat, and relax. Lay back. Rest. That's all you had to do. That's all you really got to do. It's so hard for you to shut the fuck up, get in the passenger seat, and lay back. Don't tell me that I'm driving too fast on, bitch. Rest. If it's too hard, it's so much, you're doing the best you can, bitch, rest. That's what having an actual man is for you to be able to rest. You don't have to drive the whole fucking way. And you falling asleep. And you risking our life. And you about to fuck the family up. Shit, half of you already fucked the family up. Now it's all type of men on the road, on the side of the highway, we walking, and now you mad because you done kicked it, or a man chose, well, I'm going to go my own way, and then there's other men riding around SUVs looking for men walking on the, hey, bro, where you going? Yeah, you chose to go your own way? Yeah. All right, where you about to go, bro? We'll drop you off, bro. And not only is we going to drop you off, we going to tell you how to get a car so you ain't even got to walk no more. We going to show you how to, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to, you could pay it for. You can start picking up other niggas on the side of the road and letting them know. Like, that's what it's coming to. Niggas ain't playing no more. Like, they would rather go their own way than sit here and keep debating with somebody who's driving but falling asleep at the wheel. I can't talk her into letting me, like, bro, let me out. I'm out. Go ahead and crash on your own. Go, you make the drive yourself. I get me a woman that's cool with being in the passenger seat, and when I need, I can say, hey, babe, here, go ahead and drive or whatever. But if I notice her falling asleep, she don't just say, hey, leave me alone, or I got this. No, bitch, sit in the fucking passenger seat, shut the fuck up. Let me fuck this cow. Shut up. I got it. They can't handle being talked to like that, but they want to talk like that. They want to tell a man, shut up. Let me fuck this cow. I got this shit. I don't need. But you can't, then you're not equal. You're not built for it. Over here, you rather ruin the family dynamic than literally just listen without responding. You rather fuck up the family dynamic than go against the sister code. Honestly, you shouldn't even have. I don't. Fuck it, I'ma say it. Especially if you got little boys, y'all damn near. Never mind. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna leave it at that. Peace.